guys, it's Thomas here, and this video is basically just going to be an update on how everything's going from the saltwater build here to the Axolotl and some other stuff that I've got going on and coming up. I'm sure you guys have noticed in the last couple of videos that I did, the audio quality was remarkably better than it has been. For a couple of the videos that had just come out, I wanted to make sure I had good audio quality, so I had rented a $1,000 Sennheiser wireless lav mic. What I actually ended up buying was just a cheap Amazon special. It was, I don't know, like 40 bucks or something like that, and it's a clip-on lav mic. You know, it might not be up to snuff with the $1,000 Sennheiser for obvious reasons. Anyways, let's get this video started with the saltwater build here, the SPS system update. It's running. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually running quite quietly. I've got it dialed in just about perfect. I've got underneath, which I'll show you in just a sec, I've got the Current USA eFlux DC pump 1050 under there. It's dialed up to, I think, maybe either just over 50% or right around 50%, which is making for a very quiet pump and is also running the system just about where I want it in terms of the amount of flow. I don't want to be ripping water through that sump super, super fast. I want the filtration to get a chance to do what it's supposed to do while relying on basically pumps within the display to be providing most of the flow in the display itself. I only want maybe 3 to top 500 gallons going through the sump. I will say I do have one issue with the Current USA pump that almost kind of ruined it for me, but in the end I contacted Current USA and they're sending me a new control for it, because what the control was doing, anytime I unplugged the tank, I did a power outage test, when I plugged it back in, the pump just ran straight up to 100% and ignored the setting that I had on the actual control. So that was obviously pushing the system right to the limit. Basically, it would almost drain the pump section completely dry, and the tank itself was running quite a bit higher than I wanted it to. The water has enough room to actually raise up in the tank, while the auxiliary drain in the back, the gray pipe, is able to take on all that extra water because that single pipe dialed back with the gate valve so it's nice and quiet obviously can't do it. So I'm really glad I had that auxiliary drain on there because it basically saved the day. So long story short, the system's been proofed. So my plumbing design worked. I'm able to get the system almost dead silent. The only water I can hear down there is the little bit of water that's entering the sump through the actual filter socket. It's a very gentle trickle. And the pump hum. The pump humming is quiet, and it's still louder than the water actually going through the drain system. So I'm really happy. I think what we got to do next with this system in particular is just get the rock work done. By the way, I still want more examples, so whatever you have for your favorite reef aquascape, with or without corals, drop that down in the comment section. I really want to see it before I get my aquascaping done here, but yeah, that's what's probably coming up next for this system. Oh, I did actually get a couple pieces of new equipment, but I'm going to grab the camera so I can show you. So this is how I have the pump plumbed up, but it's doing a great job. You can hear maybe just barely the water coming in on this side, but it is really nice and quiet, and I'm super, super happy with how that turned out. So what I have here is a beautiful Nilsson calc stirrer. I wasn't sure how I was going to be dosing in this system. I'm still not 100% how I'm going to do all of my dosing, but what I did want to try this time, because this system for me is a lot of experimenting with methods I've never tried before, is calc as a way to introduce calcium and stabilize pH and have a high pH. All of my tanks in the past have suffered with struggling to keep a high pH. Usually I'd be floating around 7.8 to 8.1 at the absolute most. But what I've been hearing is with calc, and I have a friend who religiously uses calc and has since the 90s, that the calc is going to be a great way to essentially keep your pH nice and high and really help with coral growth and maintaining that skeleton. So that's how I'm going to be adding it to the system. It's obviously going to draw water from the ATO there into the reactor and then dose it, I think, up to 12 times a day for about a minute each. And that'll go directly into the sump. And I'll be doing that while the lights are off on the actual tank. Yeah. All right, so that's how this beauty's doing. Let's go have a look at Goober. Alrighty, so here's Goobs. Having a great time. Super easy to take care of so far. I'm actually just stoked that I got Goober. Never had an axolotl before, and I've just really been enjoying having him. I'm pretty sure he's a dude based on the lump that he's got at the base of his tail there, which from all reading I've done usually indicates that Goob is a boy. Let's see if Goob is hungry. Come on, Goobsy. Dinner served. I know. Worms will be coming in the spring, which is right around the corner. Well, while Goober makes up his mind there, so one of the things I actually wanted to talk about is what's coming next for Goober's tank. I have two 10-gallon tanks. I kind of mentioned that at the beginning. I recently used the other one for the Pokeball DIY video, but with that out of the way, I'm going to take that tank and I'm going to completely go nuts with it, making Goober's new home. And the reason I'm sticking with the 10-gallon for now is because it's going to essentially be a test run for what I'm going to make Goober's permanent home, which is probably going to be a 20 or 30-gallon system, or at least display tank. I'm going to be doing some kind of crazy stuff. I'll go more into it in another video, but I plan on drilling the tank with an overflow and using a second tank underneath, and just all kinds of crazy fun stuff. Just trying to really hone in on the easiest way to keep an axolotl or set up the system in a way that makes it super simple. I got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm probably going to end up drilling maybe 3 separate holes. There we go, Goober's hungry. 3 separate holes in the system in order to get everything where I want it and to function the way I'd like it to, which sounds like a lot of holes to put in a small tank for an axolotl, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Again, I'll do a video on that shortly and kind of let you in on all of the ideas I've got. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little update. Let me know what you think about the lapel mic. Is this going to work for you guys? Is the audio good enough? Because it's all I can afford at the moment. But maybe in the near future. Also, if you have any questions or comments, drop those down in the comment section below. I love chatting with you guys. It's tons of fun. We got lots of fun stuff coming up, and I'd love to have you around for it. So please do subscribe and smash that like button. Even give me a share if you could. Anything helps. And as always, just enjoy yourself and your hobby and explore it and get nerdy with it. Because if we can't do that, I don't know what this life is about. And also spring's coming, which is super exciting. Have some stuff planned. All right, take it easy.